Welcome, dear listeners, to Treasures of Time, the podcast where history's greatest mysteries come alive. Tonight, we journey into the golden sands of Egypt, where a forgotten tomb revealed treasures beyond imagination. Settle in as we uncover the secrets of Tutankhamun, the boy king who became an eternal legend. Tonight, we journey back to 1922, to a quiet valley in the Egyptian desert, the Valley of the Kings. It was here that archaeologist Howard Carter made one of the most extraordinary discoveries in history, the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. Sealed for more than 3,000 years, it revealed treasures that stunned the world. But these objects were more than gold and jewels. They told a story about a young king, his time, and the mysteries of ancient Egypt. Imagine the silence of the desert in early morning, broken only by the scraping of tools. Carter and his team had been searching for years with little success. Then, at last, they uncovered a sealed doorway, untouched since antiquity. Behind it lay the tomb of Tutankhamun, a boy king whose short reign had been almost forgotten. Little did Carter know, the discovery would change our understanding of Egypt forever. When Carter peered through a small hole and held up a candle, he saw wonders everywhere: golden statues, carved furniture, and shining ornaments stacked high in the dim light. His famous words to Lord Carnarvon were, "Yes, wonderful things." This moment marked the beginning of a careful excavation that would take nearly a decade to complete. As each treasure was documented, preserved, and studied, Tutankhamun was only about 9 years old when he became pharaoh. His reign was brief, lasting less than 10 years, and he died mysteriously at around age 18. Yet his tomb, small compared to other kings, was packed with riches. These treasures reflected not only his royal status, but also Egypt's devotion to preparing its rulers for eternity. His death may have been premature, but his burial was nothing short of magnificent. Among the first treasures catalogued was Tutankhamun's golden throne. Its backrest showed him with his queen, Ankhesenamun, in a tender, almost human scene, rare for Egyptian art. Around it lay everyday items: sandals, toys, board games, even jars of honey and wine. These objects remind us that behind the mask of a pharaoh was a real person, with tastes, comforts, and affections like anyone else. Carter's team also uncovered weapons and beautifully crafted chariots. There were bows, arrows, and daggers, including one with a blade forged from meteorite iron, a gift from the heavens. The chariots, some ceremonial and others functional, suggest that Tutankhamun may have been an active sportsman or warrior. These items hint at a king who, despite his youth, was prepared to fulfill the roles of ruler and defender of Egypt. Perhaps the most iconic of all was the golden death mask, crafted of solid gold inlaid with glass and semi-precious stones. It portrayed Tutankhamun with serene features, framed by the Nemes headdress and sacred symbols of divine kingship. This mask has become the very face of ancient Egypt, a reminder of how artistry and spirituality were inseparable in their vision of the afterlife. Yet even as the treasures dazzled the world, they raised questions. Why was his tomb so small for a pharaoh? Why were some items borrowed from earlier burials? Scholars still debate the cause of his death: accident, illness, or foul play. CT scans suggest broken bones and genetic weakness, while others argue for political intrigue. His treasures conceal as much as they reveal, keeping his story partly in shadow. News of the discovery soon sparked rumors of a curse. When Lord Carnarvon died shortly after entering the tomb, newspapers spread tales that Tutankhamun's spirit had struck him down. In truth, most members of Carter's team lived long lives, but the legend of the curse added to the aura of mystery, reminding us that ancient Egypt still holds a special power over the imagination. As we step back from the tomb, we see more than glittering treasures. We see the legacy of a young pharaoh whose name might have been lost had his resting place not been preserved. Tutankhamun's tomb reveals the artistry, faith, and ingenuity of an ancient people, determined to guide their king into eternity. Perhaps that is the greatest treasure of all. Not the gold, but the story, the eternal reminder of humanity's longing for life beyond death. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Tutankhamun's world. His tomb reminds us that history is not just about dates and battles, but about people, dreams, and the legacies they leave behind. Until next time, may the echoes of the past continue to inspire your present.